Oh, no. That's a flame, isn't it? Oh, man, it looks like the speed controller. It burnt out. Flames actually started. So the speed controller is dead. Okay, so I need a steering system. So I'm going to use this old RC car. It has been stripped of all its parts, but the steering system is still online. All I have to do is install a servo. So I'm installing the servo. It's on the smaller side, but it has metal gears. So hopefully it all works out. I'm going to assemble the RC car back together, install the RC wheels, and test the servo. The servo is performing fantastically. Now I have to move on to the drive system. I'm going to use this brushless motor. But a brushless motor alone still does not have torque to move such a massive bicycle wheel. So I need to build a gearbox. So I'm going to use these pulley systems. But I later discovered that the gear ratio for these pulleys is still not enough to move such a massive bicycle wheel. So what I need to do is I need to think of it as a second gearbox. So basically the motor has to spin one gearbox, and that one gearbox spins another, and that other gearbox transfers the power to the wheel. Now I'm going to take this shaft that I got from the steering system of a bike, the bike handlebars. I'm going to take an electric screwdriver and a socket, and then the electric screwdriver is going to turn this shaft onto the grinding wheel, and then I'm going to file this bolt down, mostly because I need to add a second pulley. But the pulley I'm going to use has 5mm shaft. It takes a 5mm shaft, so that's why I need to file down this massive bolt. So as you can see, the electric screwdriver is turning the shaft in the opposite direction, and then I managed to achieve the size I needed to install the pulley. Okay, now I'm building the gearbox. As you can see, I'm assembling it, adding the bearings, adding the pulleys. This is the first gearbox, as you can see. Now I'm going to add a second pulley at the end, as you can see. Then I'm going to add the motor. So the motor transfers the power to a pulley. The pulley transfers the power to the second small pulley, and then it transfers the power to the big pulley. As you can see, just like that, it's ready to be tested. Now I just have to assemble the RC car and take it for a test drive. Hopefully it works. Okay, so I have the rear wheel with the motor right here, and then I have the steering wheel system up front right here. But as you can see, they're two separate things. So what I need to do is I need to connect these two together. I need to join them together. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to use these 2 pieces of wood and a couple of screws and zip ties, and that should do it. Okay, so let me work the magic. Okay, so the RC car has been assembled, as you can see, but there is a problem. So look at this beautiful RC car. Now the problem is there's too much weight on one side, which causes the front wheel to lift up like that, and then the rear touches the ground, as you can see. So the RC car is never going to work if it's touching the ground like this. Now there's two options, right? The first option is I put something to weigh the side down so it can balance out, you see, like this. Or the second option is to put something like a, for example, like a trolley wheel or some second wheel to hold this end off the ground. Those are the two options. Now the first option is it works, but the suspension of the RC car gets dropped in the front. The second option, I think it's perfect because it just works out nicely and I don't have to tamper with the front suspension. So let's go with the second option. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this scooter wheel, this one right here. I'm going to put it right there to hold this end up, and then I'm going to use this axle and a bunch of all these bolts that I found, spacers or so. I'm going to use all these to combine to make that wheel that's going to lift up this end of the RC car. Okay, so the first step is I need to drill a hole on that piece of wood right there to fit this axle. Okay, that's perfect. Alright, so let's put the wheel on this piece of wood. Alright, so there's the wood, there's the wheel. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to take this apart. Finally done. So we have the balance wheel right here, then we have the massive bicycle wheel in the back, then we have the RC car in the front. Oh, look at that beautiful RC car. It's ready for a test drive. So all I have to do is just connect the brushless speed controller and then connect the servo motor, connect the battery, and it's ready for a test drive. Okay, let me just do that. Okay, what I'm thinking of doing is I'm thinking of cutting this piece right here, just to remove it, to clean it up. Let's see. Oh, this is dangerous. I gotta make sure that this blade doesn't touch the belt, because if it does, oh, I only have one belt, so gotta be careful. Oh, perfect. Just like that. The power. Okay, now let's install this the speed controller and connect the servo. All right. This is the brushless speed controller. Okay. So C is going to go to blue. Boom. B is going to go to yellow. Boom. And then orange is going to go to A. So that should be forward. Okay. Now I need to connect the servo motor, which is right here. Okay. Servo is going to go to number 1. And then it should be like this. Boom. Servo connected. And then here's the battery. Connect that. Boom, battery connected. Okay. Now, let's test if it can even move. Switch on the remote. Wheels are straight. Turning good. Let's accelerate. It works. Perfect. I can't go in reverse, but it should work. Let me add some tape. There we go. I have taped it up. Now let's take it for a small test to see that it's working. Okay, now I'm going to reverse it. That should be enough. Okay, let's see if I can move it. Turn-in system. Okay. All right. Okay, I had to put the big battery on it. Let's see if it works now. Okay. Alright, it's working okay. Oh man, it looks like the speed controller, it burnt out. Flames actually started. So the speed controller is dead. Man, I wish I had a sponsor for this project. So it looks like I have to downgrade the motor. So instead of using brushless, I'm going to use a brushed motor. The RC car is finished and ready to be tested. As you can see, look how beautiful it is with the massive giant bicycle wheel in the back. I think it looks beautiful. Now let me connect. The only thing I need to do is just connect the battery, which is quite simple. I just have to take this and then connect it right there. Boom, it's ready to go. Switch on the remote. Turn-in system. Good. Motor. Looking good. Let's give it a test run. Look at how smooth it is. It's working. It's actually working. Okay, got it stuck. Alright, so it looks like it doesn't have the torque to get out of this place. Reverse works. No, okay. So if I try reverse, I still can't get out. Alright, so I'll just have to assist it. I think it's the rear wheel, that balance wheel, that's causing the problem. Let's give it a try now. Looking good. Accelerating. Oh. Turn in. try a bit of off-roading. It worked. This thing is working nice. It's very smooth. Oh, something's burning. The motor is smoking. Is it really that hot? I'm scared to touch it. Ooh. Touching it. It's not that bad. Let's go for it. Wait, before. I don't want to make a speed controller mistake. Battery. Cold. Speed controller. Huh, it's not that hot. Let's go again. You know, having a giant wheel at the back is not bad. It's like, it's very smooth, very quiet. Okay, I'm stuck. I really think I need to put a bigger pulley right about here, because I think the torque is just still not enough. If I can have enough torque to break traction, now that should be great. Okay, so line it back up. Should be still nothing. Okay, give it another push. Boom. Oh, did you see that? Look at that. Do you see that? Look. Don't know if you can. Don't know if you can. Anyway, let's drive. Okay. Smoking. Anyway, it's fine. The speed of this puppy. Okay, come on. Just need to straighten it up. The push from Do you see the smoke? Look at that beautiful smoke. Wow, it's really cooking, isn't it? Alright, let's continue. Let's do a bit of gravel driving. Oh! No. That's a flame, isn't it? Come on. Wow! That actually caught on fire. Wow! Wow! That seriously just caught on fire. Man, I was more scared of this battery because if it caught on fire, I would be doomed. Ah, man, how would I even put it out? Look at that. Wow. How's the speed controller? Not bad. I bet it can do a couple of more runs. This motor. Catching on fire, are we? Wow. Motor is... Woo! It's a bit toasty. The wires are still holding. The motor itself looks good. Maybe it just needs to warm up. The coils inside are a bit burnt, but I'm sure that should be fine, hopefully. Okay. Round 2. But isn't that weird? The speed controller catches on fire, now the motor? Oh man, this project is something else. Okay, now, do I connect the battery or do I just stop? Maybe it just needs to cool down a bit. Connecting the battery now. Alright. Need to connect the... Need to properly connect it. Okay, battery's connected. Servo motor online. Motor still working. Okay. Alright, let's give it a try. So it doesn't want to move. Oh, but it will catch on fire. Let's see. Reverse. Forward. Let's see. Forward. Anyway, let's continue to drive. That's actually a fire, isn't it? In what world does a motor catch on fire? Huh? Can you believe that? Look. Huh. That's weird. And it continues to burn. Let's just switch it off. No reason to... Oh well. Shame. Thanks for watching. Please consider liking or subscribing. I hope to see you in another video. Yeah, maybe I just need to... what I'll do is, I think what I need to do is I need to increase the gear ratio just to... I think the load is just too much. And then once I do that, it should work, hopefully.